in our bad luck on the ship.
We
Yeah,
can,
that's
we
good.
can do that if you want to grab the beaner now.
Then you won't be able to release the weight.
Well, we're going to
Yeah,
have the
but release
beaner
the weight
first,
after you
Oh,
clip it.
okay.
and then
Right.
I just wanted it tucked in so because it was way out in front of us. Okay, Greg. That's when you thought you had a break.
The weight will probably fall down and hook itself onto a CTD.
If we do it right, we can take the weight with us.
Yeah.
Would you like me to roll it over so you can get that?
Sure.
Thing? You're gonna want to get a really good.
I'm gonna break it
grab.
off, and then I'm gonna have to probably regrip it.
Move the arm. So last time we did this, it ended up the line tangled around the bottom of the mooring float. The whole thing stayed underneath the float, but we'll see how it goes.
Let me set this down and regrip it.
Roger.
Let's pick a less cloudy spot.
I can move to a better spot for that if you want. Are you happy there? Yeah, let me move. Let me just move back.
So Adrian, we have a commenter saying that women were considered
Hold
lucky on a
minute,
ship.
Hold on.
Lucky on a ship?
Where they were considered lucky on a ship.
Yeah, that
And
was,
then considered unlucky. And then now they're considered, well, we're not really sure based on the
Really?
last few comments.
So they say some of the most successful pirate captains were women.
Ah, so where along the way did we start considering women to be bad luck?
when they
They were really
stopped
good at
using,
being pirates.
yeah, in movies.
So successful pirates, but not successful
Yeah,
if you're on the other end of it.
like didn't you see Pirates of the Caribbean? You know, Jack Sparrow and
Yeah, Jack
Keira
Sparrow had quite
Knightley.
a few things to say.
Keira Knightley. You know?
So it's Hollywood's fault.
Yeah.
You
Most
just sat
everything
down, we
is.
should be able to grab it.
Want to twist that out, or
What happened to the carabiner?
it's gone horribly pear-shaped here?
No, I would just sit down. I'll pick it up off the ground.
It's tangled around the magnum wrist.
I see that.
Can you look back down?
We have a commenter who's wishing us a good morning and that they hope everybody got some sleep and that the coffee is fresh.
I got a great 4 hours of sleep. I don't.
Is none of the above an
I-
option?
I don't drink coffee, and the 4 hours was actually lovely. I woke up and saw that you guys were staring at a starfish. Or
So it's attached at the bottom,
Yep.
and it's going over. So we're not, when we let go, we should be fine.
I agree.
now can we go up?
Okay.
Of course, you have to find the mooring again.
It's right there.
Oh, good.
So we gotta make sure we take Argos up with us, right?
It's a plan.
And I don't know if the coffee's fresh, but the bacon sure smelled good when I stepped outside.
Oh, we're having bacon this morning? Who would have thought?
For a change.
It may
For a
have been
change.
every day for 3 weeks, and I am still not tired of it.
Oh.
I got tired about it about a week ago. Haven't had it in a week.
We keep eating it, but it's out of forced habit.
I made a superior breakfast sandwich myself with the Portofino bread. Portofino Bakery, Victoria, British Columbia. British Columbia's finest bakery.
Are you wearing the toque right now?
Is that-
He is wearing the toque.
Where'd you get your toque?
When in the or how we started, maybe when you're visiting Vancouver Island, don't forget Portofino Bakery, available in most grocery stores, or no, it would be not select grocery stores and finer establishments near you. It's pretty good bread, you got to admit.
It's great bread, but I'm curious, how is it still fresh?
Throw it in the
That you
You've been
freeze
here
it.
for-
Freeze it.
You freeze it.
Okay.
We freeze it.
Yeah, you never
So tricky.
refrigerate
Yes.
bread.
Yep.
You freeze
Yeah.
it.
Portofino bread, if you refrigerate it, it'll not be very good, but also if you leave it out on your counter for more than 4 days, it'll start to grow stuff. But
That's how you know it's good.
That's how you know it's real bread.
Yeah, no preservative.
Yeah, two choices. Baguette either turns into a rock or it starts to grow stuff. That's real bread.
So, Portofino, you know where to send the check if you're listening.
No. No.
That was
Send,
great.
send no checks. The sticky buns, however, and the chunk chocolate chip cookies from Portofino Bakery are excellent, as are the carrot cake, the pretzel buns, the pretzel hamburger and pretzel hot dog buns, and the Russian rye is also excellent. It's all good. Just remember, Portofino Bakery, Victoria, British Columbia, when visiting Vancouver Island. Now available on outlets on the mainland. Okay, and back to our show.
We have someone asking if we were able to load fresh food while waiting for the bad weather to pass away, and no, we did not.
No,
No.
cable ship's coming out. Hopefully they'll give us some chocolate chip cookies back.
Back, did they
I
take some
doubt
last
it.
time?
Oh, it's a story of sad.
Yep.
Greg knows the story?
I was there for the story.
Yeah.
Do
Greg
tell.
knows the story. It all started with Ian loving chocolate chip cookies and the ship not having very good luck with making chocolate chip cookies. So I went to Costco and bought like 2 of those giant Costco bags of chips, got on board knowing full well they would have butter on board. And we took one of those big Costco bags and made up a giant batch of cookies to discover that the store's order did not include the ordered butter. So we basically used up most of the butter that was on the ship. There was edible oil product, but no butter. Edible oil product and chocolate chip cookies do not go together. So we made this giant batch, and with my secret recipe of chocolate chip cookies, you take the dough and you roll it into little balls and you freeze the balls of chocolate chip cookie dough so that when you cook when you bake in the oven, you end up with a cookie that's still gooey in the middle and cooked on the outside.
Oh, that's a great trick.
So we made, I don't know, let's say 100 cookie balls between 4 of us. And the first batch, Gally overcooked a sample batch of like 30 cookies. But we still had like, 70, 80 cookies still left. And they're all frozen in I think four bags in the freezer. And the next morning, we were transferring beacons from us back to the cable ship in Pelican cases and on a line. So they float, the Pelican cases float in the buoy. So line with a buoy at each end, and we were going to drop it over the stern. At the last minute, Maya Hobrix, who was on board as, she was actually one of the dive chiefs on that as well. Maya said, hey, we should send some cookies over to the other ship, to the cable ship. So she handed me, she went, and I said, yeah, good idea. Let's send them some cookies. So I'm thinking there's 4 bags. We'll send them a bag. And then she hands me a different Pelican case. It's kind of heavy, and clip it on the line, and everything goes in the water. And as I drop the line, I turn to her and say, that was kind of heavy. How many of the cookies did you put in there? And she smiled at me and said, all of them. As the buoy's floating away towards the cable ship, I'm like, you know, there's no more butter and we have no way of making any more cookies, right? And she's like, uh-oh. So for the rest of the cable lays, which was another almost a week, like 5 more days, every afternoon around 3 p.m., the British officers on the cable ship, we had a video link with them. They would send us a picture of them all eating chocolate chip cookies. Because when they got the package over there, I'm like, yeah, you can send back the cookies, okay? So from then I learned to make sure you...
Is that why Maya's
Never
not
give
out this
anyone
year?
cookies.
Is that when what?
I said, is that why Maya's not out this year?
Yeah, that was Maya's last trip with us on the Nautilus, I think.
Is that why?
So we're coming up this mooring is this mooring is almost 300 meters tall. It's what, 268, 64, Nico, something like that.
I thought it was about 257.
Okay, I
could be wrong.
yeah, no, you could be very right. And it's got 5 different instruments packages on it, or 4 CTDs, 3 CTDs.
5.
5.
I believe.
Okay. And then it's got the Aquadop profiler, which is a acoustic Doppler profiler.
And how many ADCPs on this one? 1 or 2?
I think there's 2. There's at least 2. And some of these CTDs have oxygen on them as well, oxygen sensors. I'm not sure if they all do. And this one does not have the higher frequency ADCPs at the top. I think it's the east one that does. I could be wrong.
I'm pulling it up to look because now I'm
Yeah.
curious.
So as we go up, the number of green Falmat cables attached to it drop with each instrument location. So as we, as you look at the bottom, there was what we call the L box or J box, which was the brains where the power is connected to, etc. And then off of that, you have different ports that go to each individual instrument package, or instrument really.
4 CTDs, 4 current meters, 1 75 kilohertz ADCP.
Oh, okay. So it's got the one up top. And that's the heavy part, one of the heavy parts. So these were originally envisioned by Rick Thompson at Department of Fisheries and Oceans years ago. Rick deployed moorings like this all the time offshore, but this would be the first location where they were actually plugged in and you're getting the data in real time 24/7. Department of Fisheries and Oceans still deploys a lot of moorings autonomously, and then they recover them later on and pick up and download the data. The disadvantage of that is you don't get the real-time data, and sometimes the moorings get fished by fishermen. Where we are out here at this depth, if anybody's fishing out here, they're just not quite right. Because as you've seen, there are no fish.
We saw one fish.
Did you? Well, yeah.
There's a cod.
A cod?
Yeah, or some kind of, what did they call it again? A morbid cod or something like that?
Okay.
A morid cod.
Morid, yeah,
Morid.
not morbid.
You get the hagfish down here, which apparently now is being purchased per shipment overseas to the Orient. Lots of raw materials make that trip, and lots of finished products come back.
So there was a debate earlier about why there's not as many coral and why the sponges are so small, and one of the commenters said that there's not very much sedimentation happening, and that might mean there's not as much food for the life here.
It's a desert out here. It's basically, it's a desert.
You might spin.
What's that?
I said I might spin. You're getting farther out.
Still didn't hear you.
Oh, I might spin around. You're getting farther and farther away.
Oh, Nico's going to go eat. I'm going to sit here.
Down
Bon
to,
appetit.
down
I'm
to
seeing
2
26
cables.
meters between you.
How far away from Argus?
Yeah, I guess
26.
most of it's just stuck underneath me.
Yeah, all right. I don't mind having the view there. This is going to be our recovery speed, by the way.
Your recovery what?
Just so you know, 10 meters a minute coming up.
Why so slow?
Actually,
The VPR is heavier than...
The
you're going to drop that plate.
You still have the plate on the mooring.
Yeah, but that's only supposed to be...
it's only a couple pounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
The instrument that we have on the porch is
different and heavier than the
significantly
other one.
heavier than
Yeah.
the other one.
Well, it'll give Babio a wonderful vertical transect coming up then, won't it?
And it will.
Except we're at 2200.
Just don't tell him.
Yeah.
So we have a question asking what's our ship mascot, and
The compass?
That'd be Dan.
I was thinking our mission patch has the seahorse on it, doesn't it?
Oh.
So maybe it's at the,
Yeah, that's for this year.
that's for this year.
Yeah,
but
it's always different.
Mascot?
they have a drawing contest. They have people submit drawings for the new patch each year.
We're down to 1 cable.
You have the Tiki,
Yeah.
little Mr.
One
Tiki.
cable.
He's a constant on every dive.
I didn't see what our seabed depth was, did you?
I think I wrote it down. Give me a second. Okay, maybe not.
Well,
The last depth I have is
or above
farther over on the screen.
200 meter.
What speed are you going up at, Nan?
About 10 meters a minute.
10 meters a minute.
2145.
2145 was the seabed. Thank you. It's actually floating up at 10 meters a minute. If I pin the verts, I get 11. It floats faster than it flies.
Right. Well, if this is going to be really slow, we can always leave the BPR down here and pick it up when we plug this in.
We got it, so might as well bring it home.
If it's going to take us an extra hour to get up, Dan, I'd rather get it later. I don't think it'll take you an hour to get it off the porch, will it?
No, but
No, but what?
if you have a dive where we don't have other jewelry, so we're just coming down to plug it in, we'll be with nothing on us.
Yep.
Yeah, happy to leave it. Then we might rock it up. I don't know how much those old ones weigh.
I can't hear you, Dan.
Do you know how much the old ones weigh?
With all the, with all that stainless steel on them.
No, I don't.
It says 60 in water, but I'm not sure I buy that.
Oh, where does it say that? Right on it?
Yeah, Dan,
Oh.
you want to hit the porch light?
Well,
That's
that's Jeb. He would have, then it's 60 in water. If it's written on there,
That's a novel idea, having the weights written on the
that would be Jeb.
instruments.
And so that he would have weighed it and measured it.
Wow.
60, maybe 68.
What was the?
Claimed it to be 50. But I don't think that. I think we're seeing more than a.
I lied. I'm now getting 17 now. I don't know what I'm doing different.
Thermocline?
Huh? Yeah, I was pegging it before and I couldn't get. Yeah, we're all right, Ian.
All right.
I'm getting 17 now.
It's a lot better than 10.
That's what I was expecting, but
yeah,
that's what I was expecting too.
17 is a lot better than 10 by, I'm right, probably by about 7.
My rough math, I would say I would do
good.
Plus or minus, 2
plus
on
or minus.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can never really know. It could be like fake math. That'll be the next thing.
So we have someone saying since baking is possible and there's lots of bacon on board, we should make up some quiche.
They've made quiche.
That sounds like a really good plan. They made quiche?
Yeah, we've had
sometimes.
Yeah, they'll make quiche. Some of the, whatever, those souffle things in the morning, not the omelets, but he's done some of the, it's kind of like
That's true, there are some crustless quiche, maybe.
Yeah, and there's some things that are kind of a little different. That you,
I see what's happening.
What exactly is that? So I think we got one more. Are we one more cable up there still, or is that just the
last cable?
Last cable. It's just the strength member. No, there's still tape on there. There's got to be one more cable up there, right? Yeah.
Did they tape the last cable to the strength member?
Yeah. ADCP up here. What's coming up?
It's interesting as we follow this cable up, there are sections where there are more things growing.
Yeah. Makes you wonder why.
It's kind of like pulsing. Like, here's a lot of food. There's not a lot of food. Here's a lot of food.
Could just be the randomness of where things landed initially.
Yeah. Or when we deployed it, we put peanut butter at certain places.
Somebody had sticky fingers going down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kidding about it.
Seems like a waste of peanut butter.
Yeah, it would be a big waste. A little bit of jam on there.
Oh, we don't have any jam on the boat.
Yeah, I noticed that. What's up with that?
There's a little bit of cherry.
I had jam this morning.
Yeah, hold on. I actually did see when we were loading stores en masse, I did see a box of strawberry jam.
Maybe so does somebody just need to ask for the strawberry jam to show up?
They're probably holding out, yeah. But you're right about the growth. Now, the problem with all that growth is when we pull this thing online, all that's going to be all over my coveralls, my gloves, my shoes, and it does not smell very nice after a while.
I'll make Will and Nico do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be an all-hands effort. Most of this we have to hand bomb on. Well, one, it's fairly light. It's the quickest way to get it on board. And two, because of the Felmat cables on it, you just can't really go and...
Right, you can't spool it.
You can't run it through a capstan or spool it, yeah. Onto a big drum or winch.
Did you talk to Mark? He had some clever idea.
Yeah, we spoke last night. Hopefully when Will gets up, he can have a little chat with Mark to see some of it. Not sure if that's going to work. I wonder if there's pancakes today. How come they don't make blueberry pancakes this trip? I like blueberry pancakes. They're superior to just normal pancakes.
So is this growth like worms or algae, or if you've seen it before?
It's no, it's not worms. I think it's more like algae. It's like grassy, furry stuff that gets all over your hands, says the engineer with no background in biology at all.
So I think we'll be able to make our rated 15 meters a minute up.
It'd be odd for it to be an algae this deep.
So I'm using a lot of, like I'm using full lateral there to keep the cable in front of us without changing my heading. That's what's happening, and then I start dumping flow.
Look, one more instrument, the ADCP. Upward looking, and then above that should be the float.
It looks pretty fuzzy too.
Yeah, it's been down here for a while.
This is one of the originals, is it?
The
Rockles, the way it looks like.
We've swapped this since then once.
That's just the Rocco's cable. That's
all right. All we have left is strength member, and the float should be coming up pretty quick.
Roger.
I hope. I think there's like 20 meters difference or 10 meters difference. 20.
We have a question about the yellow crane on the back of our ship and why we never use it. It's not currently functional.
It doesn't work. It has no. It's missing
no valves.
It's missing the important part, all the hydraulic.
When they took the piece off to get it fixed when we were getting on board too.
Yeah.
It's being repaired as we speak, and it will appear in San Pedro when we.
All right, yay! Here's the float. And on top, we have the second float. I know you're asking, why do you have two floats? Well, because somebody ordered the wrong float. And
two is better than one.
Yeah, so what happened was during the thought process as well, put two floats on.
Solve the immediate problem, right?
Yeah, sort of. So in reality, we could have put the beacon on either float.
So what was wrong with these floats that one wasn't enough?
Size matters. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
The amount of floatiness?
Well, the buoyancy of it. So
okay.
It has to be able to pick up a certain amount.
Sure. No, I'm happy to go eat.
Anywhere you can clip it.
Yep.
Maybe Nico will come back and I'll be able to eat.
If he's listening,
Adrian's
he just slowed down
hungry.
his eating probably.
She probably wants to eat too. Yeah, you could probably
Should I go now?
If someone else could log for you.
Yes.
I won't mention Moranke's name. Or Moranke could eat.
I can do it up until 8 o'clock. That's when Ashley comes. But I just
have Damien on shore.
Okay,
you
so that's
ready?
what I was just going to say.
Oh,
I just
we got
won't do the
Damien on
technical
shore.
stuff.
Damien can do it. Slightly delayed, but he can do it.
The one that's attached to the float.
Okay, Damien, if you hear this, I'm getting breakfast.
Yeah, because as soon as you touch it, it's going to move or spin.
Enjoy your breakfast.
As soon as I touch it. But
stick it right through the pair ring.
Look, they're cleaning it for you, Ian.
Basically anyone.
Might not be enough throat on that beaner to go to pick up the pairing. It's better to try the small loop at the top.
Okay. Go for it, Ollie.
Or the shackle.
I would stick it through the, yeah.
Pair ring it is. Let me get that close to it again, mate. All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, Ian, we had our commenter from the Netherlands. He has shipped the Star Wars figurine to you.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's cool.
It'll take a couple of weeks.
If you touch it that hard, you
might
just
be able to deploy it
away.
in September off the Tully, depending on what we're doing. If we're doing the fish acoustics camera.
You want to stick the minute out a little more so you got more dexterity. Bring the shoulder down. There you go. Bring your shoulder down, Ollie. Put that thing out there in front of us some more. There you go. Okay. Roger. Let me know when you get it. I'm not watching. You got it?
Let go. Let go.
Yeah, you can let go. Roger.
All right, let go.
Now you just got to grab the weight. Can't hear you up there.
So there's a pull pin on this weight. Yeah, roger. Kind of frustrating. I wanted to have that rope off there, but I'm just going to float on it. Here, I'll bring it around. Let me get it out in front of us a little now that we're hooked up. Move your manip out of there, mate.
Don't pull that too tight, Dan. You're coming up on that.
Let's see, I'm floating on it.
There you go.
Oops. Oh, no, that's down.
We have a question about how much tension the two floats are putting on the cable.
How much tension what's putting on the cable?
The two floats are putting on the cable. It's
oh,
low.
How much buoyancy it's providing?
Pull pin. See the green poly?
It's a couple of 100 pounds. I don't know what the rating is. I think you got both.
No comparison. I can try rotating a little. Maybe that'll help you out. Let me
get it now. You should be able to get it now. Right there. There you go.
I misunderstood. I thought you were going to make it easier.
At least you can see the rope now.
Ooh, good work.
Damn, I hope you didn't drop that on anybody.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
Out of camera view. Out of camera view.
No, put it in the front box.
Nico's here. I can go eat.
Oops.
Okay, move that manip out of the way now. Let's put it back and stow it so I have full jam to get off of this thing. Yes, please. You want to hit 0 on the bubble camera there? And then tilt up a bit. So, yeah, perfect. You're going to have to, roger.
So for those of you just joining us, we've been in the water since about 1 this morning, Pacific time, and we've been doing various tasks. Our current task is to release this mooring so that we can replace it.
No, it's fine. You can bring the wrist to the left if you want. I can do that while we're coming down.
And we're getting ready in the next 10 minutes for some shift change so that some of us can go get breakfast. Nico, how was breakfast?
I'm thinking you can guess it was a familiar spread.
It's pancake day, right?
Pancakes.
Keep Hercules in view with the winch. So 50 meters now, you need to come down a little faster.
Is there still fresh fruit at least?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's a saving grace in the morning.
So once we release this, what other tasks do we have for this dive?
Cover the deck.
And recover the ROV.
Oh.
Once we release, that's us done.
That's it for this time?
I believe so, yeah.
We have someone asking what are our favorite sci-fi films?
Alien.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Alien and Aliens. Superb.
I
Really?
prefer Alien.
Yeah, okay.
I like the second one better.
E.T.
The Fifth Element.
I really
Elephant.
dislike the movie
The
E.T.
Fifth Element?
The Fifth Elephant.
He's
Multipass.
freaked me out since I was 3 years old.
So the aliens in Alien were actually designed based on deep sea creatures. It was the Pheronema, which is an arthropod that lives down here.
I thought they were insects.
Not quite an insect, just too many legs.
The queen and laying eggs and all that stuff.
If you Google the Pheronema, it looks pretty creepy. It's well known for eating salps, and when it eats the salp, it kind of carves out the insides, and then the females will lay their eggs in the body of the salp,
yeah,
and carry it around like a little pram bug.
right. Little face crabs. Oh.
Hello.
And on that note, some of us are heading to breakfast.
It's time for bacon.
There's no bacon, we've run out.
Just a bit more delta.
Yeah, right.
Sorry?
Keep just a bit more delta there, mate.
Yeah, roger that.
Belly's getting up underneath.
Ooh, I'm liking that jellyfish on Argus. It's gone.
The Abyss. That's sci-fi, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say.
Fantastic movie.
Is it really?
Oh, it's amazing. I love it.
I hesitate with some of those movies that, like, I'm going to be disappointed because they're not well done.
No, The Abyss is very well done. Very well done. Yeah, it's an excellent movie.
We have someone recommending like 20 times Forbidden Planet.
Forbidden Planet.
It looks like an older movie.
I think it is.
I draw the line at about 70s. Don't go much further back.
This is 1981. No, 1956.
Slight difference.
There's a bit of difference there. Sorry, you know how the internet is.
Yeah, right. Best sci-fi series.
Hello.
Just saw how far we've got to go. It's quite long. This. It's quite the mooring, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to go all the way up so that you can go all the way back down so that we can then go all the way back up.
So this mooring's coming to the surface. We're going to recover that before the vehicles or after? Anybody?
I think it'll get to the surface before we do.
Nico's not plugged in, apparently.
I think the plan is to recover the vehicles, put them in the hangar out of the way, and then get the mooring.
That's correct.
That's the plan.
It's Greg. Happy heading, yep.
We're getting lots of sci-fi recommendations now.
Sorry? Yeah. No. I don't know. You guys messed it all up. Yeah, you did. Well, it was you two who stayed. You should have. Where'd it go?
Interesting. You're typing.
Yeah, I'm coming down. There it is.
So we have a real question that snuck in through all the sci-fi movies, asking where we were when the sperm whale was sighted, and that was down in the Gulf of Mexico a couple of years ago. And it's breakfast time, so I'm going to leave you guys in the very capable hands of Maynard. I'm going to go enjoy breakfast.
Come down faster.
Down faster. Huh?
No, you're doing fine.
That's awesome, Tammy. Thanks. Are you being a brat? So how can we work this, Greg, so the other shift has to do the pump change out?
We're getting pretty close.
We're doing pretty well, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Unintentionally, but yeah.
Extreme procrastination.
Come down faster.
Coming down faster. It's going to be what, 3 hours, bottom to surface?
I hope not.
2 hours?
2,200 meters. All right, Chris, if we go 15 meters a minute.
Is there anything we can do now, ship move wise, to expedite the release?
I don't know. I think we're fine. Yeah, I mean, we could step back 10 meters.
Kind of is off, you know?
What's the distance between Argus and Herc? So you could step off 10 meters. Ay, 800.
Perfect.
I'm not sure whether this joke was already relayed over SPL while I was eating breakfast, but Damien suggests that we rename Argo to Argo.
Huh?
Like a pirate, you know,
what?
Argo. And then you guys have to dress up as pirates. What do you think?
I mean, what's a pirate's favorite ROV? Argus. That's excellent timing.
Yeah.
We practiced that.
We've been practicing that all trip.
Wow. You guys have been spending too much time together?
That's what they do off watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Noon hits and they're like, okay, ready to go practice?
We're going to form the ROV team barbershop quartet.
3, 2, 1, arg.
That's how you know we got the 8 to 12 squad on deck right now.
What's a pirate's favorite vitamin?
Vitamin C.
There you go.
Oh.
It's got layers too, because they wouldn't want scurvy, you know?
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Doesn't take much to make us laugh these days, eh?
Right.
How many instruments have we passed so far on the way down?
Is this a joke or a question?
Legitimate question.
I don't know. Someone was telling jokes, so I lost count.
You're one of those one, too many.
I can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
So Will's down there, and he's excited because there's 2 floats.
He needs floats?
No, he's not. I'm not sure he's actually excited.
Okay.
I think he's...
No, recovering moorings is hard work.
It was like a laugh, you know, like a sigh of forlorn accepting. And then said, yay, more floats.
Gotcha.
Beginning to think we brought too many floats.
Boy, that was quite the unexpected spire that the cable got hooked on when we were trying to move it.
Yes, out of nowhere.
It's like a 2 meter by 6 inch, yeah, straight up. It's an excellent combination of American and metric.
American? I beg your pardon.
You know the reason that the United States is not on the metric standard is associated with piracy?
No?
Explain.
Yeah.
There was going to be a vote, and they were sending over the metric standards, and they were intercepted by a pirate ship. And since they were not there, did not show up in time for the vote, they did not go with metric.
That's why we're stuck with
rubbish.
This,
yeah, look it up.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I
So is it more that we're just late to the party? We were late, therefore.
Metric was late to the party. Yeah, anyway, somebody found the originals that had been sent, or like one of the weights, in an attic in like South Carolina, and traced it back to them being a descendant of one of the pirates.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe you.
It's
yeah.
After all these pirate jokes.
Yeah.
That's why I said
someone's got to Google that right now.
It's been Googled, but it says the biggest reason why the U.S. hasn't adopted the metric system is simply time and money.
Well, no, it's not about adopting. I'm saying
originally why they missed it.
Yeah, why they missed it initially.
Now that is the reason, I would say.
That's why we don't switch, but...
In Canada, stuck somewhere in the middle.
Search like U.S. metric system pirate.
But then it's going to come up, you know, and might not necessarily be true.
There'll be an excellent story about pirates. And
It'll give you the Wikipedia page, and it's just something that Greg wrote.
I'm over here typing furiously.
It's on his blog.
Greg's blog.
We almost made it to the bottom. Come on, laterals. Yeah. Almost. Maybe.
Nico, you give us a quick status update on
that ship move finished a while ago, right?
Oh yeah.
You want to do another one?
A status update on
I would love
what
to
we're
do another one.
Yeah, currently where we're at on this mission.
So we're right at the end.
So I'm not sure
we
that
just followed this mooring up to the very top.
Argus moved
and placed our recovery
required
float
amount.
on top of it, which just has a flasher and an Argus beacon on it. So
reach
we can
nav 10 meters 050.
better see it when it comes to surface or track it if we need to. And now we're heading back down. We're almost at the bottom. And we pretty much just have to pull a pin to release this to the surface.
Boom.
And then the ROV is coming up too.
Sweet. They'll be
So if you're looking for a workout and helping recover this mooring to the deck is...
it's going to be a team effort.
It's going to be a team effort. Yeah, it's grueling.
If we hold on to the bottom of the mooring, we can recover the ROVs faster.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
So literally all hands on deck.
Josh, I was joking.
Wow, Greg, you weren't lying to us.
I know. I know when I'm lying and when I'm not.
Is it true?
Oh, it's even from NPR. Article from NPR.
I mean, it's hypothesized to maybe be one of the reasons.
Hypothesized to maybe.
Yeah, but pirates are involved. It's good enough.
Cool story.
There's a pirate shop in Cowichan. Is it Lake Cowichan? Anyway, close to Victoria, there's a pirate shop. By all things pirate.
All right, can we see the pin we have to pull? It would be somewhere down in this. I think I see it. That one right there.
Yeah, I see something with a green thing on it.
We're pretty stretched out and ready.
I think so.
Yeah. Video, let's push in.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like you might have to pull the other side first. I see a cotter pin.
Okay.
Yep. All right, full line.
But you know how things go. I wouldn't reach your hand through the loop to get it because it's always a risk. But the pin comes out as soon as the cotter pin does.
Oh, let's lateral over here.
Come down.
Oh, watch out. You don't want that to be above you and get caught above you. It's one of the unfun games. Video, let's zoom in. Yep, cotter pin on the other side. Even better. But that pin should rotate, right? Full wide?
Yeah, it's on a swivel.